Good morning. How are you this morning? Well, let's see how this goes, shall we? Are you ready this morning, collective? I hope you're doing well. My name's Kim. Welcome to my channel, 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. It's a beautiful day. I know all hell's a-popping out there in the world, but what do we care? That's why we come in here to get away from all of that out in the world. Well, yeah, Well, I hope you're doing well. We're going to get into it, all of it. Thank you for clicking on this video. Now, this will be a channeled message for you for your highest good. And then, I know, isn't it pretty? Isn't that a pretty card? It's a pick a card, right? Let's release karma for the higher good of the entire collective consciousness, including all of your squirrely people, your toxic people, difficult people, bullies, etc. Now then, on my channel, we do tarot and narcissism. And this one is radical self-acceptance, and you answer to yourself and not to your narcissist. So, it was pretty concise this morning. Quit honoring your toxic, squirrely people. I don't care if it's your mother, your boss, an authority figure. But quit honoring your toxic, squirrely person's needs. Quit it, especially today. Instead, I want you to speak out loud. Shout out, speak your mind, speak your truth. I want you to say out loud, I deserve to create the life I really must create to experience. You want that for yourself. You do not want it, do not need it. I must authentically manifest to complete culmination. It's got a Saturn vibration in Pisces. Very intuitive. But it's Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Hold on now. Yeah, it's this one. It's so pretty. I think it's pretty. Let's see if I can get in there. Isn't it pretty? Our Lady of Sacred Waters. That's my cat. Get away from the door, sweetie. Yeah, I know. I never let him play with the door. Now then, I am the sacred guardian of the holy waters. I offer you cleansing, healing, regeneration, and the miracle of life. I bring you the blessing of moving forward through emotionally letting go. I honor and support your emotional life, helping you tap into potential healing powers, and you're doing it. Dive into these sacred waters of your being. I will greet you as you emerge renewed and ready for the next stage of your life journey today. Isn't it pretty? I know. I'm up on a ladder. This is a little hard to do. It came out. Yeah. Got it. Now then. I trust this message has found you at the perfect time, and I really do appreciate you, and I welcome you, and I thank you so much for coming in here and spending time with me, the Hierophant. Thank you for doing that. Now then, this is tradition. Some of you are going to get married, traditional marriage. Queen of Cups, because I got a lot of love that's being exchanged between two persons, places, or things. King of Wands, and this is a commitment. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. If I say I'm going to marry you, we're going to do it upright. And then there's the honeymoon. That's the ace. Wands. My little Run, 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 run away. King of Wands. Yeah. The Tower. It's all right for you to tear out things that don't work. Don't serve you anymore. Quit honoring your toxic, squirrely people. It's refusing because they're your mother, they're your boss, some kind of authority figure. No. You don't have to accept and take on people's what they puke on you, they're projecting onto you. You don't have to. You can just repel that and send it, the energy, it's there, send it right back to them. You're not doing that. Some of you aren't doing that. And I'm saying today, radical self-acceptance. You answer to yourself and not to these stinky, not to your, no. Quit honoring your toxic, squirrely butt nuts and their needs. Putting their needs before yours today. I'm saying today. Can't do anything about what you did in the past, but today. Instead, I want you to speak out loud. Speak your truth. Live your truth. I deserve to create the life I really must create today to experience, just to see what that experience is like. And then, Hierophant. That becomes you blend the old with the new tradition. You take the parts from the past and you let the rest go, like a reading. You take what resonates and you leave the rest. You take what resonates and you leave the rest. Tradition, Queen of Cups. You've been really especially sweet to yourself. Taking really good care of yourself. I'm so proud of you. Because you mean it. By doing that, it's making everything in the world fall into place. I mean, you had to fight and struggle so hard to get that to happen before. Well, you already know how to do that. You know how to do it that way. And you'd rather just do it. And do what comes in organically and naturally. You don't have to always do all the time. Do. No. Rest. Rest. Rest, my angels. Now then. The Frau, that was the blessing. Blessing fairies, you have blessings for today. There's a soul journey and fresh beginnings for you. Your angels and ancestors and the fairy of blessings this morning with grace all hold out their hands to you for you to receive. And then this is to bestow a bunch of blessings to begin each day through each action that you take, a little or a lot. Each simple journey offered to you with thanks and gratitude. And you reciprocate. You're being rewarded because your angels are saying thank you. The Fae are saying thank you, that whoever you touch on any level today will be blessed as well. Now, I like that. Okay, I've got vertigo, so I must hydrate, so it must be time for you to hydrate. Yeah. So, you get something to drink, you get all nice and cozy. We did that one, we did that one. We did the frown, we did the... Oh, I see. Okay, yes, I have to check. Well, I have a cold. This is going to be an interesting one because, I got something, yeah. It's like a head cold. You know, some form of crud that we get because the weather is a-changing. I hope it's beautiful where you are. I'm coming from the land of enchantment, so wherever is your neck of the woods in this world. But before I do begin, if you want to support this channel, Well, as always, I love you so much, and I am so very proud of you. But if you want to support the channel, just say thanks. Now's an absolutely great time. You can hit the like, hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel. You can share this video on your socials, or you can drop a comment with your thoughts, and any of that helps the channel big time. Consider doing all of that before we move on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're back. Because right now we're venturing into Don't Give a Flying Feck television. Not today. And if you're joining me today, there is a reason for seeing this message. And you and I, we've been on this journey for just a little while, but you've been aligned with me from the beginning. If you knew about my channel before today or not, if you've never been here before, welcome. For any life condition, welcome. You have the power to embody your authenticity, no matter how you identify as yourself. I just want you to be yourself, authentically, steeped in your authenticity, organically, and support yourself through these narcissistic periods of adversity on all levels, because you have the power to project grace and calm when setting boundaries with toxicity, squirrely people, while actually solving problems is what you do. On 5mm Tarot, we explore insights on narcissism and gaslighting. A common thread of this on my channel is tarot and narcissism. Through these beautiful tarot card readings, I show you how we identify narcissism through this tarot card enhanced channel messages. Now, the content shared here is based on publicly available information, research. Tarot and Fairy Oracle reading is for our enjoyment. And the PSAs are to encourage thoughtful discussion and to provide awareness about narcissism and that bullying needs to stop. Now then, these are true fairy tales, so here's my disclaimer. This video is created for informational and educational purposes only, under the principles of fair use, and the goal of this channel is to discuss and analyze and document true public service announcements about bullying used in the tarot and the fairy oracles, because it's fun and it's for entertainment purposes. To document these tarot enhanced channeled messages this morning with accuracy and sensitivity and respect. Viewer discretion is advised, as the fairy tales discussed at on my channel, as the topics discussed may be sensitive or disturbing as hell to some individuals, like real children. Let's be clear, the Grimm's fairy tales and Perrault's, the guy that wrote Cinderella, these were not written for children. Never were intended for children. And look what happened. All individuals mentioned in this video are treated with respect and with utmost dignity. No disrespect is intended towards bullies or narcissists, real or imagined. Like one that maybe you know or suspect could be one or not. in real life, or a fictional character in a fairy tale or Mother Goose, right? Or anyone connected or focused on during this beautiful reading. Like when I tell a joke about Tiny Fist of Fury in the White House, I'm not out to offend anyone. I'm not on anyone's side with any of that mess, but I do have to tap in a collective consciousness as to what the hell's going on with those people. What is wrong with those people? And face it, it's very germane to my channel specifically because whatever that is in the White House. Got it? If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, quack quacks like a duck, it's a damn duck. So permission's not granted to link or to repost this video. This video is for educational and spiritual entertainment value purposes only. It's what I do. I tell jokes, and I don't care. As long as I have freedom of speech. This video doesn't refer to quack, quack, quack in the White House. This video doesn't refer to any specific person, not even him. And it should not refer to any specific person, especially him, as having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support an allegation that the maker of this video telling a feckin' joke about you-know-who, a Voldemort, he who shall not be named. Believers support a claim that a person is literally a narcissist or a bully, or a pile of goo in a meat suit living at 1600. Nope, see, that's a joke. But he's a piece of work, isn't he? Toxic as can be. And that's a fact. That's a fact. This tarot oracle reading's for fun. It's not fortune telling or predictions of the narcissist's next move. But I tap into energies that are pretty dark, like what's sitting up in the White House, so that you can use your discernment and your intuition to decide what's going on in your life, in your neck of the woods. We're still in Saturn retrograde. So is Mercury. So we're still moving from the known into the uncomfortable unknown. I know, good luck with that. That's in pushing you in a new phase in your ongoing growing processes. Yes. This transformation is your confirmation during this reading. This reading is your confirmation, collective. As always, I feel this love connection with you, and it's going to be strong. I love you. I thank you so much. I love you so, so much, and I'm so very proud of you. These are all timeless readings, no matter when you click on and view the entire video. Follow me on Facebook. You have the ability to manifest your dream life. Why don't we start there? This part is, well, the whole dang thing is this. We're jumping in now. I told you we're going to get to it, into it, all of it. This is an open read. This is so much stuff in here. Many subjects. And it is timeless. Many messages, many blessings. Here we go. These blessings, these are ripe, stimulating times where you jazz up your love skill sets. Your love skill sets. Your health is coming back. It's bouncing back. You love coming back to life. You discard them squirrely people. Their ego blows that snotty little narcissist. They become unhinged. Use your discernment. Merely letting you go is not the only practice. They're hanging on. Won't work. It's only a fantasy. Your help through changes in your life. See, they refuse to change, so they think the same old crap. You're going to fall for it forever. High power guides you to gain your goals. Go do that. You get a desirable outcome. Go do that. Out of the darkness into the light. The beauty of love. Spiritual balance. Feminine. Grant you grace and beauty and love and a love vibration for passionate pursuit. Able to make a move safely. Some of you relocating. This is a collective consciousness, not for all of you now. All of you do use self-love practice. Now, all of you can do that one. This is forgiveness practice, practical way to clearly see through your own emotions and your emotional reactions. Your narcissist keeps trying to turn you in more and more into different, unique ways they've never pulled on your energy to get narcissistic supply. I don't like that. Pisses me off. Forgive my French. Oh, change your luck. You bring good things into your life. Angostura, South America. Vibration, caliente. The wisdom from South American mythos used to deal with life's problems. That's like being a shaman or a Kayondera. Reasons why empaths are narcissist targets. The truth? They're opportunists, and they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to figure that out. Infamous karmic homewrecker destroys divine masculine where it hurts the most. His pride. Okay, that means I've got a couple here. Miss, don't you worry. Here, I'll get him for you. To the divine masculine it's you backsliding. You need to knock. That's not a self-love practice, sir. You tangled with someone from your past. This is a woman, or it's a man with a very bitchy feminine energy that they just are nasty, vicious, cruel. This could be the divine masculine's brother. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Got it, or a family member. Because they're jealous, sir. Oh, we went over this, the first week or two that I had this channel. I worked really hard on you. It seemed to me like you knew better than to traffic with this female. We discussed it. And now you're hurting your pride because I'm sorry you didn't listen to me. But I did tell you it's just a suggestion and to use your discernment, and that if you went at it and you showed contrition, it's that video where you showed contrition and you got it. And here's the marriage card. Practice with anger, sir, instead of staying or being a victim of anger. That's what I'm telling you. You said that you were going to love yourself and you weren't going to do that to yourself, sir. You were going to show respect and you were going to understand your anger at yourself and forgive yourself, and you showed contrition, and now here you are. You've drummed it up again. Deeper look into complex negative emotions. That's your emotions. It's you're the only one who can do this work. If you've got a friend or someone you can talk to, but if you've got a licensed professional, I suggest. This is seen as a part of the human condition. It's not remarkable, but you're making this harder than it needs to be. You did that to yourself, and then you took it out on her again, and just by allowing that other female anywhere near you, you promised your divine feminine that you really did understand now. And again, you're going to have to give her time. Unexpected insights. Hello. What did I just say? Listen to me, sir. Regeneration can transform positively. Or, this is what I'm telling you, you stepped on a rake. Or it can manipulate others. She felt you were manipulating her. And the circumstances for your personal gain, not for both of you building something together. And all you did was you inspired. You can inspire and you can confuse, so you need to use your discernment. I'm telling you, let's play this part of the video over and over again. A few times you go, oh, whatever your thoughts are in your head is what that means. If you can visualize yourself showing contrition again like we went over it before, I was really proud of you before, so I expect tomorrow, because I will come back and do this again. I will be looking when I do my meditation between 3 and 4 in the morning, sir, to make sure that you are understanding. Regeneration can transform positively, or it can manipulate others. Be honest with yourself. Quit honoring your toxic, squirrely person that got in between you and your divine feminine. Is that resonating? Well, you take what resonates and you leave the rest. Did you do this to manipulate others in circumstances for personal gain? Maybe to make brownie points with your divine feminine that, why are you all trying to fix stuff that ain't broke? You threw that in there and you caused an imbalance. And then, just to get unexpected insights, all you have to do is show up at 5 Mirror Tarot every day, because that's all you need to do. The journey continues. Did you hear what I said, sir? What a beautiful portal you have made here. And I helped. Just saying. Imagine affairs of the heart, sir, being a positive, good thing. What did I just tell you? Put that thought in your head. Instead of all this muck over here, I keep saying this stinky fear. Kick it out. Let it go. You don't need it. You go inward, you imagine the affairs of the heart being a positive, good thing in your own skin. It will reflect it in the outside world with your little Miss Divine Feminine. Where she sees you are imagining affairs of the heart being a positive, good thing, and she starts really resonating. That's not you manipulating her at all. It will feel really good. And if you make your custom of doing that, then in times where you pull on here, what I'm picking up and laying on the table for you to read right now, she'll know in an instant. And then you can check yourself from the way she's acting, sir. On a mission to annoy everyone they come into contact with. That's your squirrely people. Talk about a major fail. They're being such losers right now. Now then, you can kick off your shoes now. And you can love and relax in unity in your own skin. Be pulled together in the here and now. Don't you worry about when she's mad at me. Then don't think about the future. If she's ever going to take you back and stuff, going to stress you out. You think. And don't think about what you did in the past most recently to do this. Stay in the here and now. Know your worth. That's how she will see and feel your worth, your divine feminine. And you will automatically, without having to do anything, you and she will repel that comic feminine just there to teach you lessons. What did you learn? Schema. Oh, you are hounded by the seductive narcissist who wants to butter you up, to defeat you, will attempt to seduce you, then spurn you, devalue, and attack you. That's what I'm saying. You let that female in, sir. I don't care if you just said hi, bye, it was nothing happened. That's not what? Your divine feminine's going to let her imagination run plumb off with her. And then have to check herself for, does she still have trust issues with you? Well, she might be her intuition picking something up. Then spurn you, devalue and attack you to get real. Or more than likely revenge for something ridiculous. This is your Jezebel, sir. I do hope I'm not talking about you because, oh, I'll be come and visit you in your dreams. Every time you close your eyes, you're going to see my face just glaring at you. The look of very disappointed. It better not be you, sir. If your Jezebel got through to you through something so easy and simple as falling off of a log. It's been trying for all this time, for 3 years since she got those poppin' fresh dough, new boobies, that new chastity job. One who is a graceful liar. What did I just say, sir? It better not be you breaking my heart, sir. This toxic is in regret about you to the point of tears. See, she, either that or you haven't done it yet. Please do it. I can't tell you what to do. You're a full-grown ass man. But it is not a good thing you do. If she, I've been telling you this for 2 weeks now in a row. So she's trying really hard to get in your breeches. And miss, you too, but see, I know you won't leave, because that's your business partner, miss. And he's also your paramour. Right now you need to, both of you, be yourselves. You know better than this. Shame the devil. Quit honoring your toxic squirrely people just because you have a past with them. So what? They're so needy. This person needs to be away from you today. Instead, you speak out loud. No, I deserve better than that crud. I've been there before. All I got was a stupid t-shirt that I had to give away to the Goodwill. I deserve to create the life I really must create to experience, and not with my Jezebel. Or you, sir. And for you, miss, your slutty father of your baby. They're both sluts. Shame the devil. It's time to shame the devil. Radical self-acceptance. You answer to yourself, not to your narcissist. Truth from the all-preserving God. You cut through the toxicity and the deception. Glowing intellectually, it protects clarity. The all-pervading God, this energy is carried. For all children, making them respectful towards their parents. Strong psychic deja vu vibe. When, sir, did it ever come out well between you with that other person? When? You're having a deja vu because flags, red flags, rockets going off, alarms, red alert. Protection from adversity, from an adversary, and their enemies that they're collecting Akashic record. Detailed existence of humanity. You're tapping into your intuition. That tells me that do the right thing by yourself first, to your own self be true. You did this in a past life, sir, and it really freaked you out in that lifetime. So in this incarnation, you being watched and judged to see if you're going to do the same exact thing. A nagging disposition, unreasonableness, lack of vision. They're going at you, balls to the walls, lust. They want a happy ending. It's not what you want. You said you deserve better than that. You deserve to create the life that you really must create to experience. You do not want to create to experience. You do not need to. You must. I must authentically manifest to complete culmination Yeah. You must. That's doing right by you. You stand in your boundaries. Hopes and wishes. St. Michael is the right hand of God. Fame and renown, money, influences and commerce and spiritual voyages. Spiritual discoveries. Which is what you'll be rewarded with if you don't give in to this. Ooh, temptation. Oh, purely of the flesh. Ooh, it's low vibrational. Ew. This is the world of emotions. You tend to manifest your unconscious habits. Oh, boyo. Learned habits, we can alter them. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Know what I mean? The world of your emotions, I told you what you think. I envision a world of emotions where I tend to manifest my unconscious habits, where I deserve to create the life I really must create to experience from here on in. I do not want it to be how it was in the past. I have no promise of a future, so I will stay in the here and now and magnetize my soul. I'm so proud of you. Well done, collective. Oh no, I'm just to ice. That's no good here. And the cat's asleep. First thing I saw was family unity now. I know we're coming up on Thanksgiving, but this is before Thanksgiving. This is like now, and it's a real nice surprise. Now then, Holy Spirit, are you ready? What does the divine need to share with collective? Yeah, I know you showed me. Family unity. Well, are we doing it like this, or you want me to do it the boring way? The boring way it is. How are you doing? See, this there family unity. Someone squirrely willingly did the crime, but they don't want to do the karmic time. Oh, all the things they did to you of late, everything that came before, they're being forced to burn off this karma. And they most recently just created they whipped some up yesterday, I know, in the last 72 hours. You connect with your mind, your body, and your soul all at once. And this is the right time to work through and clarify the issues, like I said a minute ago, in your own emotions, being honest with yourself. You're right, Auntie, it's not my responsibility or my obligation, real or imagined, to keep honoring these people that treat me like crap just because they're a family member. And we're going to be sitting down again. I know it's going to be Thanksgiving, and on my show I give you permission if you don't want to go do that. I give you permission to stay home. I give you permission to stay home and just take really good care of yourself. Whatever ticks your talk, whatever makes you happy, you just do that. There needs to show up so that they can put you on the spot again, and not just the one, but and it's always you. Not like you're paranoid, it's just that's a fact. If you're married, they pick on you and your mate. They pick Femalite in front of you and piss off your mate who's just trying to get through another with the in-laws. Pick on your children. Why haven't you? It's like, you can call any other time of the damn year. Why on Thanksgiving do you grill us with this crap? And or you're sitting there just ignoring them. Why are you being this way? Oh, here we go. I give you permission to say you deserve a better Thanksgiving this year and Christmas. You deserve to create the life you want on that day, that you really must create, just to see what that experience is like without being shamed and guilted for it. If you go there, you're going to shame and guilt you anyway. You have nothing to lose in staying home. And you're not doing it to be mean or difficult or to get attention or no. No, I'm just focusing my energy and going inward. And as it is within, let it be without. That way maybe you'll have a very peaceful, boring Thanksgiving because I'm not going to be there to be your whipping post. So, see, they're already unbalanced. That's the Two of Pentacles. Already scheming ways that they're gonna, just out of the blue, just say stuff to shock you, to piss you off. And it shows that even if you do show up, you don't allow them to expose your nerves, to stand on your last nerve, with the Sun reversed. Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, you not showing up could be an end of your nightmare that you sleep in. You don't have to worry. You don't have to show up. And you don't have to lie to him and go, oh no, I have the flu. I'm not showing. Because you sit there and you guilt yourself that they knew. They knew. If they did or not, they could have cared less once they knew you weren't coming, that they weren't going to get, they were going to have to get their licks in next year when you show up. They'll have to double down. No valor, that's a Seven of Wands. They can't defend what they're setting you up for. Nine of Pentacles is you level up and you either don't allow it to affect you. That's if you sit there, you don't allow it to affect you. And that really is troubling to them. I've lost my power over collective. Submission to a higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans. Thank you, Holy Spirit. What did I just say? And they don't gain from it. And you, in a new way, you close that cycle down, took control away from them because you now are creating and attracting to you the life that you really. And so you're going to stay home on Thanksgiving and you're going to think of other ways you're going to do this. I would like to experience inner peace in my home. I want my home to be a sanctuary. I want my home to become more important because this is where I protect and grow myself. This is where I do my most work, going inward to be who I am authentically at home. I don't have to shine and be on, except I shine and smile for me. I smell good. I smell good for me. If I look good, I look good for me. I'm not conceited. I'm not coming from my ego. I'm coming from my heart space. So that is going to shine beauty. I can stay at home and shine. I can watch football at home and shine. And what crosses the situation? Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We got that temperance. Temperance. Oh, you try to understand how to look inward in self-reflection by staying home on Thanksgiving. And you are dying to know what it is that gives you divine feminine energy or wisdom to harness when you do this way. Princess of Cups, rebirth for you. For your inner child. Your inner child does not enjoy sitting there through that crap. Hanged Man, everything fitting into place, nothing being forced, desire for knowledge. You would like to know what it's like to do Thanksgiving just for you. Spoiling yourself. It protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. That would be mother-in-laws. Victory overturned for them. They don't get success on the years you don't show up. Everything's off for them for the rest of the year. Another good reason I give you permission not to go. Did you hear the part that on all those years that you didn't go, I don't care if you had a cold or you didn't go deliberately for whatever reason, and then you got back in that same toxic holding pattern with them. Quit honoring your toxic squirrely persons at Thanksgiving and their needs only, their needs at Christmas, their needs. They need you to, always need you to. Do you ever see them asking anyone else to do shit? No, they all of them come to you too. All these different ones come to you too. Oh, they're children. They'll get to you through the children. They'll manipulate the children into wasting your time and your love and stuff. Think about it. If you're honest with yourself, you get justice. Two of Pentacles. Fortune and fame fulfills any request. And then the Seven of Pentacles. Everything you've invested in, trying to keep the peace with these maroons all this time, because you have to be there. Who says you have to be there? So what? I'm not doing it to be unkind. I'm showing myself a kindness, and I'm not conceited. I'm keeping my heart space open to, I know you're going to judge me. Yes, we're going to judge you. So what? See that one pentacle? That's you at your feet. That's you. Radical self-acceptance. You answer to yourself on Thanksgiving, not to your narcissistic loved ones, not to your narcissistic at home making you cook from the time the sun comes up at 4 in the morning until you're so tired you can't even eat because you've been so busy serving and taking care. And they suck the life out of you. You answer to yourself, not to them. Quit honoring them this way. It's not healthy. Screw your squirrely person's needs. Today, especially. Because see, they're gearing up for Thanksgiving. I saw I hit the cat with the cards. He's sound asleep. What's the basis? Ow. Oh. Using your divine feminine energy shift, that's your wisdom. No matter what your gender is, everyone has an inner divine feminine, inner divine masculine. Those polarities, you bring them into balance in your own skin, the outside world starts coming your way. It's like miraculous. It's like magic. It's about being human by being authentic, where you will attract what it is that you desire and you deserve. And then if you keep your chakras in alignment, like I told you, do not think on the past or the future, because they're trying to get you to do that because the holidays are coming, so that you're thrown off in your work, at home, your leisure time. Got it? Not this year. You're going to stay home and be vulnerable with your own self. You're doing things in a specific way this year. No arrows. No arrows. No, you won't allow it. Your inner child won't allow it. This is a playful energy that's being expanded upon. Okay, let me get over there. This is you filling that inner child's cup. You know, with a joy buzzer or the plastic flower that someone leans in to sniff it and it squirts them with water. Ha-ha. What was it? The chewing gum that you give to your friends and it would make them fart. All this stuff as children we used to be able to send away in the mail to get pranks. Your inner child, itching dust. You know, all these things now are forbidden. Like they're over there in the category under, Google it, lawn darts. Oh yeah. Yeah, some children got hurt. There's some stuff they let us play with electricity. Incredible edibles, remember those? Leave me a comment. The vacuum, see, I've got one up there in the closet here. We still have one. It's my husband's with his little kittles and G.I. Joe. Yeah, No more sorrow for you. That's God's truth. God's truth, radical self-acceptance, kiddo. You're answering to yourself and not to them. Quit honoring your toxic squirrely people's needs all the time. More than one because it's the holidays. That's insane. Oh, but you have to. Oh, but you can't. No, I don't. You're able to close this down and make it different from now on. At least change it this year. So next year when you go back, they're going to be more respectful of you. And if they double down, you're not going to sit there and take it like you did in the past. You're going to say, well, it's time for me to go. And you will get up and say your adieus and leave. You don't care what the future holds on Thanksgiving this year if you do what I'm telling you. Radical self-acceptance, stay at home. You answer to yourself, I decided I'm going to stay home. Make a care package for me and put it in the freezer and I'll come and get it in a day or two. And if nothing's left over, I'll understand. But I made you your favorite. Well, you all can enjoy those things. Quit honoring your toxic, squirrely, manipulative, passive-aggressive mother and all her sisters. Only taking care of these people's needs is for a very uncomfortable little patch. Oh, well, I've done it before, and that's what... No, that's not what a healthy family does. That's what a dysfunctional family does. A narcissistic family dynamic. Now then. What's the next one? Oh. Unburdened by. Again, the Page of Cups. This is your inner child. See, we started with the Page of Cups, and there he is again as a little angel. Divine comfort to your inner child gives consolation and protection from one's enemies that are going to try and make you and guilt you and shame you because, but Auntie, I stayed home and it was great. You were right. I left you a comment and told you how great it was the day after Thanksgiving. I was unburdened. It felt great. Radical self-acceptance. Yeah. Right on. You answer to yourself. And you took action loving yourself. Being very kind to yourself. Look at that sacral chakra. See, they do that to you to gum up your sacral chakra. The whole rest of your, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's the way your family bugaboos you. Yeah. But you're into radical self-acceptance. Quit honoring your squirrelies' needs. Do your own needs. It'll be more fun that way. I have no idea. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Next 2 weeks ahead. That should include Thanksgiving, you think? Truth out, squirrely people in your situation. Know that they will be exposed and all will be judged as guilty because your toxic is one sick puppy that the whole world can plainly see. See, that could mean, is that what you're showing me, Holy Spirit? You don't go, and the other people that are like you, that are going to show up and learn something from you not showing up, as to how they would, you've seen them talk to your face and treat you that way, right? But they're going to see when you don't show up, those ones are going to see the true colors. That, you mean if we didn't show up, this is how they would talk about us? I mean, it's very clear. And so you don't go, they get off the hook. Look, they're enlightened. Whereas before, like you, they've been sitting there and taking it. But you know, this isn't healthy. Decade in and decade out. For as long as you can remember, it's always been this fresh hell on every Thanksgiving and Christmas. As a narcissistic family dynamic, that's for educational and entertainment purposes. But I'm telling you, you don't show up. You have the time of your life. And they're like, yeah, we're going to do the same thing at Christmas. We can't wait till Christmas because, see, you're giving them food for thought so that they take radical self-acceptance. You taught them something. Now that's an act of love. You shown by example that you answer to yourself. They want to answer to themselves now and go up against these people. I'm not going to go in there and know that if I got sick with the flu, that this is how, and had a reason to not show up, that that's how they're going to talk about you and me. That's not healthy. They do not have any light within them to draw upon, so they pull you in and made some kind of sick puppy ritual out of this that helps them tag you energy-wise, throw you off your square on Thanksgiving and Christmas, birthdays, New Year's, Easter, whatever, got it? They're using your energy so you can't manifest and you can't get things in your life. Stay home. Another reason for you to stay home for Thanksgiving. Change that dynamic. It's a way that some of them, is that what you're showing me? Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's a way of, a lame-ass way of trying to destiny swap. Well, here's a clue. You cannot swap destinies with someone else. That's your soul work. So they're a-holes. I don't even know what the hell they're doing. And metaphysical. Let's get metaphysical. Physical. They're a-holes. They don't know what they're talking about. Ace of Wands. That's you. Fertility and multiplicity. You're a multidimensional being. You got stuff to do. This protects against despair. And it helps one be patient. So that you're only going to be nervous to shake off that. Your ears will be burning. The first 45 minutes, they figure out you really aren't coming. Oh, he said he's not coming. Well, we're going to have a bet to see if he comes. Okay, let him. Like circle jerk each other around the table at Thanksgiving. Metaphorically. Oh, no, it's going to bum them out because, see, they don't get their fix of narcissistic supply off of you. It's not just one person at a time doing this to you. They all as a group. Like that Dr. Sleep movie with that not crapola with the rose in the damn hat. Got it? Strength. This is you not going to all of that devilish energy that came before, but you're not thinking about. And pissing you off. They want you to think about all the times they pissed you off, and then you stay home and you ruin your own Thanksgiving. Don't do it. You stay in the here and now. I'm at home. I'm eating pie in my underwear, watching football. No one can see me. I don't have to be polite. I can belch, you know. Loyalty to yourself, delivery from those who seek to oppress you. I can't make this up. Stay home for Thanksgiving. My auntie came in. She's really old. I mean old, like 104 old. She's old, or maybe not that old, but she's old. This could be her last Thanksgiving, and so I'm going to be selfless and stay home and entertain. She's going to make Cornish game hens, which are little teeny tiny turkeys. And we're going to be satisfied with a mountain of mashed potatoes and giblet gravy. And pie. I'm going to get pie for us. I'll be there next year. Or not. It depends. So you can tease them. Them trapped in their own little head. For next year, this year. Uh-huh. 7 of Wands is you defending yourself. Being able to pull this off. You're a libertarian. Deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. I told you your ears are going to burn. They're going to unleash little entities on you. Don't you know it? And you're going to celebrate yourself in a new way. Got it? In a new way. By staying home. They don't get to recharge their battery at your expense, and you're not going to do it at Christmas either. And if you go at Christmas, by then you will shield yourself so that they can't affect you. And then in real time, well, I'll teach you how to do that at Christmas. That'll be a different video. Am I right, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you're toxic as one sick puppy. And the whole world can see it. What, Crowns Collective? What is it? Oh, yeah. They're shown up to be really oily, smarmy, indecent little bastards. All on their own. They're just going to tear each other apart. Now, you're going to hear that from the other people I said you're going to give food for thought. You're going to go, we just wanted you to know because you didn't show up. Would you like to hear what they were like rabid dogs and turned on each other? Would you like to hear about that, collective? You're in the process of unfolding. You love exploring what makes you unique. Your toxic one believes their own lies, and they deny reality. If you didn't come because you hate me, or bit that happened to you, all of them will have a story like that, and every one of them you say, if you would really like to, if you believe that, you go right ahead. No, if that's what you believe, if you want to believe that, go right ahead. I don't care. And they don't know what to do. Queen of Wands, that's you. You won that battle. 10 of Wands and 10 more. 10 of Wands, spiritual communication, influences religious men, teachers, and men of the law. That means you not showing up for Thanksgiving. You are allowing them. See, you've been stopping them for a long time from getting their karma on Thanksgiving for what they've done to you in the past. Do it this way. You let loose of it. You're releasing it. Forgiving them and yourself or whatever. But you're not doing that person's needs today or any day. 9 of Cups. Your happy ending. Princess of Wands, they do not feel liberated. They're acting like they're 2 years old, fighting. 5 of Cups amongst themselves, crying over spilled milk at Thanksgiving. You get prosperity because you stay home. Destruction of the enemy. Their heads go. 5 of Cups, and then the 5 of Wands reverses them. Literally, could go after each other, where it gets lit up in each other's faces and such. Deliverance from bondage. See, you deliver yourself by allowing. You let them. They're going to get mad at you because you're honoring yourself, your radical self-acceptance of yourself. Who does that? These idiots, obviously. Definitely in the future. You stay home, you surround yourself with beauty. Fresh start for you to enjoy on Thanksgiving. You see this? I cannot make this up. They thought they were better than you. You showed them a kindness all this time. All they did is treat you like dirt. Well, but unfortunately, a lot of you got to be earth angels because of your family members. To be a star, what you have to go through, they treat you like, poorly. This is you loving yourself shamelessly, unconditionally, non-judgmentally, warts and all. You're perfect the way you are, and you want to just get better with your most authentic self, celebrating yourself in your heart space on Thanksgiving. Wishing them well on their way on that day. You want them to have a good Thanksgiving, but you wish them well on their path on Thanksgiving, but it's not going to be with you on that day. You get fame and renown for doing this. I told you the other relative, it's going to be different from now on. You changed it for everyone. Good for you. Influences, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. Prince of Wands. Right then. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. If I'm not coming to Thanksgiving, I'm doing it for this reason. For my own radical self-acceptance. I answered to myself, and myself said, I need rest, and I'm staying home. And that I can do what I'll do what I want. And that's how, in wisdom, in your divine feminine, where we started this, that's you keeping it together. I don't care what your gender is. There's no gender in tarot. Then Gabriel, that's the moon. That's your intuition. You know what I'm telling you is resonating with you, because it is. It is. Divine revelations, reveals messages, and it has the power to destroy their best laid toxic plans for being squirrely on you. My goodness. Knight of Pentacles, you take an action for your own sake. Light of understanding for you acquires knowledge and makes you feel a lot better. This is your inner child is going to grow. That's your inner child in you and your divine inner feminine. That's your inner child and your wise little mothering. It's mothering and parenting your inner child. I'm proud of you for that. And look what happens on Thanksgiving. You open up a portal and you go on to do some pretty fun things, some pretty fabulous things. Definitely in the future was that one. Is the environment of hope. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. You passed a test. Let's see. You pour cold water on your toxic, who loves taking on the victim role. They're gonna. You didn't show up for anything. And you don't react to what they're saying. You don't defend yourself. You put your guard up right away. And you listen and you go, that's not so, or that's not true. And they don't know what to do with that, because you never come up with that before. Or you had, but you didn't have the gusto behind it. And suddenly everything changes in a snap. This is your success. That same portal, Four of Wands, quickly. Six of Swords is you traveling from the tension and stress of just having to show up for your whole life to go through this terrible sick puppy ritual, narcissistic dynamic, a family dynamic. Perception of unity in your own skin protects against accidents. I can't say the rest. And they're just going to be stewing. Look at what you're missing. Look at them stewing in all of that sick, sick energy. Just to pull you down to their level and pounce. Your ships are coming in. Do that. Ace of Cups, till your cup is filled to overflowing. That's what you deserve with your radical self-acceptance. You want to answer to yourself only. You answer to you, to yourself, not to your narcissist. Never again. High Priestess, old world tradition and morals. Success, protection from them judging you harshly. They don't have, you're championing yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're loving yourself. I'm so proud of you. Let's hit the cat with the, is it melted enough? Hydrate Collective. Oh, I know. What do those around Collective think of you, Collective? These are the people who love you. Ooh, Page of Wands. Oh, you're an inspiration. You're an example. Messages of you tore out persons, places, and things on Thanksgiving and before. Seven of Pentacles. Discernment, general prosperity, and the deliverance from being held a prisoner on Thanksgiving. Then we get the Ten of Pentacles for you. Tremendous emotional wealth and literal wealth. Twin flame energy, 2 of cups. They don't like it, but you're seeing eye to eye with them by setting a boundary, by not showing up, and by, namely, answering to yourself and using your radical self-acceptance to decide that you are going to do it differently this year for your own sake. Chariot, Saint Michael, perseverance, success in conflict. You take all resistance away by not showing up this year, and it changes it for the rest of your life. It gets better for you, overcoming adversity. They can't pull you back into it and go, I'm not going backwards. Forwards. Haniel, the Lover's card. Joy and pleasure brings happiness, especially to couples, but that's your inner. Not going to be better. The couple would be the inner divine feminine, inner divine masculine in a union, but it was the inner divine feminine in your inner child. Means the inner child's now being parented by first the inner divine feminine and then the inner divine masculine. The joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples, and the inner child removes negative energy, because you are repurposing those empty cups down here. Those are the empty Thanksgivings where you were good to keep the peace and they just were awful to you. Well, the energy you raise and you tap into leaves you more attuned to your inner voice. And don't you let swirly toxic people live in your head rent-free all the time, but especially on Thanksgiving if you stay home. That's what they will want. Then they win. Heart's desire. Right now it's that divine feminine energy I just said. This awakens within you with a heightened sense of intuition. Think of it now. In your own skin on Thanksgiving, after you know that the dinner time is over and this is the time when you'd come home anyway, that you didn't have to come home, you stayed home. There's nothing you can do about how they treated you in the past. There's a lot you can do with how they're going to treat you on Thanksgiving and Christmas when you don't show up on Thanksgiving. They're going to be real nice in the hopes that you decide to come on Christmas so they can make up for it then. But if you get a whiff of it, you're not showing. You're satisfied. 10 of Cups. You're breaking a generational curse by doing this is why I'm giving you permission. Danger up ahead for them. That's their intent to think ill of you because you decided to stay home and heal yourself. And they think ill of you. The divine's not having it. They get divine retribution. Love and submission. Paternal. Paternal love is from your inner divine masculine taking action to keep you home that gives you a long life. A long life. There it is. And they can never do this to you again. It just doesn't work because you don't allow it to affect you. 4 Cups. Again, we just got that a minute ago. Healing capacity, protection from weapons, safety and travel. Staying home and not getting in the car, not getting on the road, not risking the drunky-wunky people that get on the road. You staying home. With the Ace of Pentacles, you want to divine blessings. Drives away evil spirits, rules, agricultural production, mashed potatoes, green bean salad. That green bean, is it a salad or casserole? You know. With the crunchy onions. Now then. Your intuition is telling you what I'm telling you. Quit honoring your toxic squirrely people on Thanksgiving. Starting this Thanksgiving. Even if you've done this in the past, the person in the past who did that, you see, you're not that version of that person. Maybe you were bitter and didn't go, and they're going to try and bring that up. Nope, but if you want to believe that, you can go right ahead. They don't know what to do with that. You take all resistance away. Oh, and the outcome, I like that. No more listening to squirrely person who rewrites revisionist history. Every shared event with you becomes revisionist history, or is to gaslight you into doubting yourself and your memory. And that didn't happen, and you're like, yeah, it happens every fucking year. What the hell are you? No, it doesn't. Take it back. You hurt my feelings. See, you're not doing it. Good for you. It's weak, it's lame, you're too old for this crap. And so are they. They need to grow the F up. See that? That's them. On Thanksgiving, you come in there shining your light so bright, they turn into the little snaky snakes there. And they cover you up. They make yourself small. Stay home and make yourself small. Then don't make yourself small, sitting at the table, not digesting your food properly. Quit honoring your toxic squirrely butt nuts. Instead, speak out loud. I deserve to create the life I really must create. To experience. For my Thanksgiving, I do not need to do this on Thanksgiving. I must authentically manifest this to complete culmination so that I am complete. I'm tired in Saturn retrograde. I'm tired of going over the same crap over and over and over again. Keep showing me the same lessons. Well, no, it's in Pisces to have the intuition to break that cycle. You do it. You've never given yourself permission to do it completely. Four of Swords. Yeah, so you can get rest. Mission to protect against slander and impious people. Slandering you while you're in the bathroom, terrorizing your wife and kids. You switch the energies around, you know the drill. But this is you staying home on Thanksgiving. This is you claiming your radical self-acceptance, forgiving yourself, and you magnetize your soul by keeping your chakras in alignment, where you are attracting to you. You're not taking action, you're attracting to you what it is that you must create to experience life this way going forward. I like that, Holy Spirit. We got that one, okay. Hold on now. I'm going to tap into the angelic. It's going to fall off here. Into the angelic realm. I'm going to tap in. Holy Spirit, are you ready? Ooh, I can feel that. Ooh. Lest he tear my soul like a lion, rending of in pieces while there is none to deliver. Lest he tear my soul like a lion. That's what they do to you on Thanksgiving. Rending if in pieces. Rending it in pieces. Blast my eyes. Tearing you to pieces while there is none to deliver. So if you stay home on Thanksgiving, O Lord my God, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all of them that persecute me on Thanksgiving and deliver me. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there be iniquity in my hands, why I'm being made to go to Thanksgiving because I did something wrong. If I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, yea, I have delivered him, that without cause is mine enemy. If I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, They're not at peace with you. They sit there waiting for you to pull into the driveway and to come up the walk. Yes, I have delivered him that without cause is my enemy. They're not your enemy for you staying home, but they're going to try and make you out to be their enemy because yeah, they're your squirrely people. Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it, yea, let him tread down my life upon the earth and lay mine honor in the dust, because I stayed home on Thanksgiving, so sue me. Now then, the one I did between 3 and 4 in the morning is Exodus 35:22. And they came, both men and women, as many as were willing-hearted, and bright bracelets and earrings and rings and tablets. That's a beautiful kind of a necklace. Jewels of gold, charms and armlets. Every man that waved a wave offering of gold unto Jehovah. Without a willing mind, costly things would be boring, or bored. We'd be bored with it. Our hearts, with the smallest will of the mind, the boring offering is costly. Our hearts are willing when we are in the collective of divine ones. Gladly we assist in promoting the cause of God on 5 Mirror Tarot during this Holy Bible divination. This resonates for livelihood. This offers new jobs, or for some a job, any job opportunity is appreciated as a blessing. Holy Spirit says how those who are working to get a job, or those who already work at a job, those who are diligent and who are contented in their employment. Your job is hard work. Manual labor for some, construction or architecture, technical or special. Fields of expertise for every divine masculine, every divine feminine in the collective are as much accepted of Lord God in His view, all of you are, as those who are enjoyed in splendid services to God. Some of you are just new to it. That's okay. The divine feminine in the collective will be juggling changes that indicate improving on an existing business, or you are going to employ yourself. Some of you ladies are, what you're doing is artisan, is bohemian, or innovative concepts. Something that's never been done so successfully as you have been manifesting, to heal yourself and to move forward, to reclaim your life, the divine feminine. You are light and you are wise and you are light-hearted because you did it wholeheartedly for the Lord. The Holy Spirit has good news of promotion for the laborer, for the mechanic, for the public or private servant. Oh, I'll say. Now then. So, you think you know the story of the boy who could not shudder. Back in time, long ago, there was once a father who had 2 sons. One was clever and very sensible, and always knew how to get on with life. But the younger one was thick as a brick, and he refused to learn. He did not want to learn from his father. Plus, he had no imagination to speak of. So when people saw him, they would say, "The father will have trouble aplenty because of the ignorance of that one is strong, and that one, ignorance is strong." But the truth is far older, and according to Carl Jung, much darker. And And this character's fate was far too disturbing for your run-of-the-mill fairy tale. Whatever was needing to be done, the eldest son had to do it. But one cold and dreary evening, the father tried to send him to fetch for someone, but it was very late in the night. And on the way, he walks through the graveyard, and then he turned back. So-and-so lives beyond the graveyard, the son complained, and they live in the holler. It's a very dreary place. Drawing from original versions of fairy tales, not sanitized on 5mm Tarot, reveals how these tales illustrate each stage of the alchemical work iterations required to achieve them today while using the tarot and the fairy oracles. The son answered, "Oh no, father, not there, not at night. It makes me shudder," for he was afraid. In the evening, the father told stories to them both around the cozy fire, stories which made the flesh creep. And the eldest son said, "Oh, you make me shudder." Now, the truth behind every fairy tale. Finally, a tale of narcissism, where the tarot and the fairy oracles combined unveil secret teachings found in the context of a fairy tale. But I promise you this, you will never look at Grimm's and Perrault and Hans Christian Andersen. You'll never look at fairy tales the same way again. Now, the youngest one was clueless. He was sitting in the corner listening. As always, he could not, for the life of him, understand what the hell his dad and brother went on about. And they always say that it makes me shudder. He talked to himself, and it never makes me shudder, not one bit. It must be some kind of brain teaser, which I can't quite understand. What you're about to hear, the true story of this particular fairy premise, and I will tap in and I will speculate about how it mirrors the scourge of narcissism and bullying, and both needs to stop here on my channel. Now, it happened on one day that his father said to him, "I say, you dilly-dallying over in the corner there, you growing big and strong, so you must learn something, right? By which you can go out and earn a living wage. Do you even notice the pains your brother takes? Right now, you don't earn your salt. No one gets a free ride in life, son. Going through the motions, being drunk and stupid is a poor way to get through life." Hang in there with me to hear this fairy tale that you're about to hear the most about. This is a time-honored, timeless channeled message reading. It's an open read, many subjects, many messages. So, this is the Ace of Swords. "Wow, Father," he answered, "I'm quite ready, willing, and able to learn how to shudder, because I know nothing about fear." The elder son laughed when he heard this boast and thought, "Good heavens, bro, what a titmouse my fool of a brother is. He will dawdle his ignorant life away, never to do any good as long as he lives." No matter. This is a timeless reading, no matter when you click on and view the entire video. But the father sighed. Two of Pentacles reversed. You will easily enough learn how to shudder, but you can never make your bread by a glut of the shivers, my son. This channeled message is laced with PSAs going forward, where the viewer is going to be warned about your toxic persons, places, or things getting ready to try and exploit you today. Okay, soon after, the sexton came calling at the house on a clergy visit, so the father confided, "I have troubles with my youngest son." He told him how ignorant he was and how he was stubbornly refusing to learn a damn thing. But he won't learn anything from past errors. He reinforces them on purpose. Would you believe that when I asked him how was he going to earn a good living, he only repeats how he would love to learn how to shudder. no life's ambition. He is a lazy wretch. Now then, I could use some likes, subscriptions, comments are crucial to befriend the algorithm. And shares are so very important. Share my content with other people, please. And you can follow me on Facebook under Auntie Grayrock. Go to AuntieGrayrock.com. It'll take you right to 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. And you should be able to find my Facebook page under Auntie Grayrock, AUNTIEGRAYROCK. That's it, said the sexton. Yes, said the father, he may learn from me. Just let me have him, and I will put a spit polish on his soul and make it shine. The father was pleased, for he thought, anyhow, that incorrigible git, maybe he will gain something by it. So the sexton took him home with him, and his first job was to ring the church bells. A few days later, the sexton woke him up at midnight and told him to get up. It was a great time to ring those bells. Ring my bell, ring my bell. You will soon be taught the value of knowing how to shudder, the clergy said. No, baby. Hey. No, you mustn't. It is not a good thing you do. Okay. Now some will shock you, these stories. Others will make you question why we love fairy tales in the first place, if they're so nerve-wracking. Now the sexton, he crept stealthily up the stairs beforehand. When the lad got himself up into the belfry tower and turned around to catch hold of the bell rope, he saw a white gas-lit figure standing on the steps, opposite the belfry window. Who is there? He quipped. But the figure neither moved nor spoke. Answer, cried the lad, or get out of my way. You have no business here on this night. Just so the lad should think he has spoken to a ghost. The sexton did not stir. Now the lad cried out a second time, get away from that door, kitty. I digress. And now the lad cried out a second time, what do you want here? Speak up if you're an honest phantom, or I will chuck you down the stairs. The sexton never dreamed the boy would go through with such lengths, and he made no sound, and he stood still as if he was made of stone. So the boy called to him a third time, and as he gave no answer, he took a quick run at the figure, and threw that figure down the stairs. The figure, it fell down 10 steps and remained a crumpled heap lying in a corner. And then he ran and grabbed the rope, and he rang those bells, and he went home without saying a word to anybody. He went to bed. He went fast asleep. Now the sexton's wife waited a very, very long time for her husband, and he never came back. So she got so frightened, she woke up the boy. Don't you know what has become of my husband who came to you at midnight? He went up into the church tower before you. No, the lad said, I don't know where he is. There was somebody standing in the stairs opposite of the belfry window. But I threw his ass down the stairs. Go on, go see if that was your husband. The horrified woman hurried away, and she found her husband lying in the corner, and he was moaning from a fractured leg. Somehow she carried him to safety, then hastened with loud cries to go speak to the boy's father. Your ignoramus son has brought a great misfortune. He has thrown my husband down the stairs and broken his leg. Take the good-for-nothing SOB away and get him out of my house, she raged. After a series of encounters, he spends 3 nights in a very haunted castle and literally wins himself a prize, a princess, but still he doesn't know how to shudder. Finally, his wife pours a bucket of cold water and silvery minnows on him while he sleeps, causing him to finally shiver. And he understands the sensation. He spends 3 nights in the haunted castle where he's tormented by various horrific spirits. Doesn't faze him, but his lack of fear, his natural courage, means he's unbothered. He succeeds in doing the 3rd task, and he wins a king's daughter in marriage, still unable to shudder. Despite his fortune, is saddened because he still doesn't know how to shiver. His wife gets fed up with his stupid blather. He continues to complain, which bugs the crapola out of his new wife. One night, his smart aleck wife and a chambermaid pour a bucket of lukewarm spit. They poured a bucket of ice-cold water and live fish and electric eels on him while he slept. This frightens him. And he finally shrieks, "Oh God, my flesh is creeping. Oh God, now I know what it feels like to shiver." Now then, a radical self-acceptance. You answer to yourself, not to your narcissist. So when you ignore your narcissist on all levels, that's A, number 1. 2, when you cause your narcissist to lose control and dominance over you by throwing him down the stairs, metaphorically, when you become absolutely indifferent to every tactic used to manipulate and control you. He couldn't get the shivers. It's a wonderful metaphor, this story, for narcissism, isn't it? When you prove that you are self-assured and you have real self-esteem and confidence and it exudes from every pore of your body, you're answering to yourself and not to your narcissist. When you realize in reality that you are happy and you're better off on Thanksgiving without them, that you thrive free and independent of their maneuvers, because you answer to yourself and not to your narcissistic loved ones. Hate how they are suffering consequences because you didn't show up. Hate how they are suffering consequences set into place because you are supporting your own solid boundaries. Because you answer to yourself this Thanksgiving and not to your narcissistic. You set boundaries. You spoke plainly about the limits that you need to be in place to protect yourself from these people from now on. Because you answer to yourself and not to them. They hate that you limit contact with them and that you stay calm as hell, and you deter the narcissist's ability to push your buttons, button after button, to provoke you, to trigger harsh emotional reactions out of you so that they can feed off your energy and go use it to make their life beautiful. You need that for you. And now you know the ignorant boy was a scapegoat child out of the 2 sons. This one refused. He wouldn't let his dad and his brothers, scared, witless, dried up, dead cadavers, each family member's inner child on the youngest son to force him to carry their shame about being scaredy cats at the drop of a hat. For some reason, all the others in the situation, the father, the eldest son, the sexton, the sexton's wife, all of this narcissistic talk implies that they all feel somehow that the youngest son deserved to be manipulated, deserved to be abused. and he threw the one down the stairs. Well, his reactive abuse was throwing that ghost down the stairs. He didn't know that he threw the sexton and broke someone's leg. He had no clue. He, for all practical purposes, thought that he threw a ghost aside. The father and the sexton had no qualms, no problem, using all kinds of emotional abuse and coercive control. The wife and the chambermaid found a way to make him face his fear of never knowing how to be afraid. This fairy tale. It negates or cancels out the meaning. He wants to be complete is all. He wants to be complete. He wants to answer to himself. Still, in the end, he does not propose that the youngest son be true to one's own self as an end, but as a means. I use fairy tales to cultivate my love of literature, and I am grateful to have this gift on my channel. That's you. You're the gift collective for providing me with such a sturdy social platform on which to build on my channel, 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. For my first channel, Ani Greyrock, it seems a little wonky to me that the boy is comfy in his own skin. He has no paralyzing doubt about much of anything, very low-key, very chill, but never once did he doubt the reality of the ghost, never questions his own fearlessness. He's not feigning, he's not pretending to be fearless. That would be hubris. He never questions whatever his own fearlessness might not be, unfeigned. He is not a poser. He had been promised something to make him shudder, something mind-boggling to look at. The question is whether the boy that could not shudder might be only feigning or pretending to pretend, feigning, to let others stop finding new ways to scare him into compliance, to being normal. Status quo. This story is about fairy tales, textual self-awareness. I use fairy tales to peel back these layers of narcissism using the tarot and the fairy oracles. I venture into simply wondering and trying to explain why squirrely narcissistic persons keep perpetrating harm onto you, collective. And so I come here every day to share. On my channel, I use the tarot and the fairy oracles I developed for the purpose of creating a free-floating, irreverent unreality that temporarily crystallizes, clarifies, using fairy tales as my portrayal of tarot and narcissism, which is surely being defined during this morning's channeled messages, are being defined by superficiality and irony. Plus, I deliberately cause an erosion of typical fairy tales and their grand narratives, all of which I have liberated from some of the moral hypocrisy and biases of less enlightened times, like in the 18th and 17th centuries for humanity, endlessly reflected in things like the Disney films and animations through the decades, used to reflect humankind's own all-too-present hyper-reality. Here is for me, and it remains, there's something very attractive about what is implied in the tarot and the fairy oracle readings today. On my channel, let's hold out the promise that these repurposed fairy tales and these oracles, the fairy tale oracles, are an absolutely unimpeachable cognitive framework, and it is impervious to all criticism. No one can speak to me from one or another fecking grand narrative about what Cinderella is supposed to be, which will pick away at or assume the veracity of some ideology to discredit fairy tale oracles that I use, of some pulled straight out of thin air. So I will render an indefensible and say to naysayers to go pound sand. I teach you that your authentic true self was like armor that you must exalt to protect against parochialism and ignorance behind narcissism and bullying. I want you working with absolute effectiveness, provided that all superstitious beliefs of the narcissist, like gaslighting you, and all the ill-founded opinions of your toxic people are now able to be expelled. I don't have to accept what you just said to me or put me through. So as long as we use the tarot and the fairy oracles and vigilantly break down the toxic codependent structures daily that lead us into a false impression that we know certain things to be true, which is the opposite of gaslighting, because you don't gaslight. And so long as
the art of the tarot and the fairy oracles we use, there is still oodles of work to be done on 5 Mirror Tarot. And a history of toxic hopelessness could at long last end. I know, I have no idea. That one was fun. I mean, they're all fun, but that one was fun. Thank you for creating this magical space with me. In short, the tarot and the fairy oracles show how there is more coming. You be sure to leave in the comments about what you think of today's channeled messages and the answers I'm giving you. And don't you forget to leave a like and you subscribe to the channel. Go to my Facebook, follow me there, and hit share to support my channel directly. And click on my playlist. I got a playlist now. You promised me. I thank you so much. You can go out there and you have a really great day.